returned home, only to encounter a terrifying sight. Outside the door, on the ground, were enormous footprints. Judging by the size, they belonged to a grown man. Scattered nearby were numerous cigarette butts, indicating he'd been waiting here for a long time, and my wife had been home alone for so long. A sense of foreboding instantly washed over me. I immediately grabbed my pistol, climbed over the gate, and raced straight toward the house. I made my way through a dense grove, and emerged beside the house. Fresh footprints appeared on the path beside it. The intruder had entered the house. I cocked the hammer and crept silently inside. Music still played within, but my wife was nowhere to be seen. I began frantically searching until I entered the bedroom. Chaos met my eyes. Bloodstains covered the walls. A fierce struggle had taken place here. I immediately called my wife. She was being treated for severe injuries, undergoing emergency treatment. Weakly, she told me, a burly man had burst into our home. Without a word, he frantically searched, as if hunting for something. Finding nothing, he flew into a rage and brutally attacked her. My brother also informed me. The assailant left in a green taxi. Seeing my wife covered in wounds, I vowed silently to track down this man. The next day, I drove through the city searching relentlessly for that green taxi. Soon, on a side street, I spotted it, but I didn't act. I noted the company name on the door. That evening, I went to the taxi company, pretending to ask the attendant for help. The moment he opened the door, I swiftly slipped on a pair of stockings. As the door swung open, I forced him inside at gunpoint. Then I pulled up all the driving records. I discovered one car had stopped outside my house before I returned home. The driver was a young man named Leo. I dug out the file and studied his photo. I ransacked the office to make it look like a common robbery. Early the next morning, I waited at the company entrance and saw Leo starting his shift. I immediately followed him. He pulled over to wait for passengers. I walked up quickly, pretended I had an urgent matter, and hailed the cab. Shortly after we started driving, I pulled out my pistol and tapped the partition to get his attention. When Leo saw the gun, his face went instantly pale. I made him recount the trip to my house 3 days prior. It was a long-distance fare, and he remembered it clearly. The passenger was a burly, broad-shouldered man who came straight from the airport and got into his car. He gave the estate address and told him to drive there. Upon arrival, the man made him wait at the gate while he went inside alone. About an hour later, the man finally emerged and had him drive back to the airport. Leo spilled everything he knew, pleading for mercy, but I raised the gun, aimed it at his head, and pulled the trigger without hesitation.